Good morning. It's Saturday, March 18th, and there's a lot of things going on in the world that affect money. And we see the bank failures and everything. But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about something that in this country is very expensive. And it's only getting more and more expensive. And I want to talk about one of the stupid reasons why the cost of this item is going up. And I'm talking about the cost of education. Not college education. Education in general. Public schools, private schools perhaps, maybe even libraries, maybe any institution that's involved in the gathering of people. And why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this based upon what I've seen in Alabama. Alabama is a school system that ranks 47th in the nation. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's almost at the bottom. And in addition to that, their salaries for the teachers are not great either. They're probably around 35th or something, but it's very close to being the worst. So why am I picking on Alabama? I'm picking on them because they have just spent $60,000 a board for 2 whiteboards that are going to turn into gun or storm shelters. Now, I don't believe that they're really doing it for storms. I just think they're doing it for guns, for gun control, gun safety. So we, in our educational systems, are spending extra money that could go into the education of children, the paying of better salaries in many areas of the country. But no, we've got a movement in this country to create gun-safe classrooms. Now that in my mind is ridiculous. It's as ridiculous as having an armed guard in your school. What good is an armed guard in your school? He's not marching around in body armor. He's not carrying an AR-15 or anything like that. Maybe he's carrying a .45 pistol, a Glock or something. But he's no match for somebody that's coming in to shoot up your school armed to the teeth with an automatic weapon. So why in this country have we turned our eyes backwards to the serious state of gun safety? Gun safety can be achieved very easily. All we have to do is allow the states that want to protect their children and want to create gun laws, sensible gun laws, let them allow it. Why should the Supreme Court override the gun regulations that were put into effect in New York City that allowed more people to carry guns? Why can't we have laws against guns? And yes, it's state control, and yes, the state wants to control it. But the states are not doing a very good job. And the states, many states have no regulations. So we have many guns out there, and instead of stopping that and saving money that is being spent on protection, why don't we save money by not having those guns in our society? I'm not against guns. It's okay for a guy to have a gun and a permit, and he wants to shoot on the range, that's fine. Let him be registered. Let him go for mental checkups every couple of years. There's a price to pay for your freedom sometimes, because there are many who do bad things about that. So here we are in a country that is pissing money away, and we find another way to piss it away. And we are telling people what a great job we're doing. We're now going to have gun safety. We're going to have armor-proof classrooms, right? The next step will be to have every child come into the classroom wearing body armor, wearing a bulletproof vest. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine when they find out that all of these attempts to make the school safer are not really doing the job? And then we're going to wrap our children in protective clothing in order to send them off to school? That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a country that is so screwed up it can't get together on anything, and this is a prime example of our stupidity. Guns should not be allowed in the hands of those who are potentially dangerous. And we cannot have the freedom of gun ownership running loose when it turns into creating armed fortresses for your school children to go to. How many guards will they have in the classroom? Even though the classroom will have these whiteboards to protect everybody, they won't be ready to trust everything yet. How many guards will they still have? That won't be the end of it, because the gun situation is running rampant in this country. And we have a Supreme Court that defends the rights of many lunatics to carry guns. So it's costing us a fortune in this country, a needless fortune. I would not want to send my child to a school that has gun safety classrooms. What kind of image is that in the mind of a child to worry about his life when he goes to school? School is a place to be educated. School is a place to have fun. School is to learn how to live together with lots of different people. School is supposed to broaden your life, not narrow it, not make it a fearful place. Do you think your children and your grandchildren are really going to be happy in a gun-safe environment? And maybe there's even these gun safety class exercises that they're having, right? They take people and hide them in closets and things like that to protect them from somebody who might show up with a gun. So this is an awful thing in the shaping of the mentality of the children of this country, to make them fearful that they could be attacked any day. And I say it's costing us a fortune beside that. Money that would be better spent on hiring good educators and allowing freedom in the schools, freedom in the classroom to enjoy life, not to be in a sheltered room. So I leave you with those crazy thoughts this morning, because it is a very upsetting situation that could be corrected very easily, but not in the United States, because we need a well-regulated militia. Bullshit. Have a great day. Bye.